All right, welcome everyone out to Van Sessions at the Monarch. This is Ambedo. Woo! Ambedo on Van Sessions. So good. Welcome everyone out to this live podcast recording here at the Monarch Building, home to artisans and creatives in the heart of Ogden's Nine Rails Arts District. My name is Brandon, alongside Todd Oberndorfer. We're the Banyan Collective, and this is Van Sessions. Thanks to our supporters for Van Sessions, the Monarch Building. You can book your wedding, or like there's a corporate event upstairs right now. Mention this podcast, Van Sessions, and you'll get a discount if you do so. Roosters Brewing. Know that when you eat at Roosters Restaurant or drink a Roosters beer, you're supporting local artists. And, by the way, this show. And, by the way, they're serving Roosters at the bar at the back of the van. So step on over, grab yourself a Roosters, and help support the show. Thanks so much. Also, thanks to Music Booch by Soon Tea, kombucha created under the influence of local Ogden musicians. Get your new brew at the vending locations for Soon Tea, and check them out at our Van Sessions or the Banyan Collective in Studio 1 and 2 over there as well this evening. Finally, thanks to our granting partner, Ogden City Arts. There's coasters out there with QR codes. You can scan those QR codes and learn everything you want to know about Van Sessions. So scan those QR codes. Subscribe to our email or follow us on YouTube. All right, Ambedo, and the first thing I was corrected on was the name, Brandon, so which is a really cool tell me the story behind the name.
Yeah, I mean, the name has just come, I was in college and feeling very arty and feeling very cool, but it came from this study where people were trying to find words for feelings that didn't have words for them yet, and so the feeling is to be fully engrossed in a moment, like 100%, you're not thinking about anything else. The word for that, according to the study, is Ambedo, and I like that, so I was like, okay, I'll name a band that. So, to use it in a sentence, I am feeling Ambedo in Ogden right now, fully engrossed.
Very good. So thanks for coming up from Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Salt Lake.
Yes, tell us about the scenes in Salt Lake, and we love having you here in Ogden, so let's learn about what's going on down there.
Well, I will say, I do love Ogden. I grew up catching crawdads and rafting an inflatable mattress down the Ogden River.
There we go.
I know this city. But yeah, no, Salt Lake is beautiful and wonderful. I love our tiny little small town. The music scene there is mwah. Obviously, if anyone has ever been to Kilby Court or anything like that, we get a lot of support there. The Salt Lake scene, I think, is one of the best in the country currently. A lot of people will talk up other states with theirs, but I strongly disagree. We have Dad Bod, we have Cop Kid, we have Blue Rain Boots. We have so many amazing bands coming out of Salt Lake that makes me very happy to play with and hang out with. I don't know, man. If you like local music, you really should be checking out what's happening in Salt Lake and Ogden.
Yeah. By the way, Blue Rain Boots will play upstairs here soon. So,
yep, Blue Rain Boots are playing up here. You got to come check them out. They're one of Salt Lake bests.
All right, tell us about that first song.
That first song, well, that song's called Hold Me Down. We wrote it with the idea of like, every once in a while, you know, you fall in love with someone and it will feel really cool to go back to that person. That's not always the good idea. But there's a little bit in there about like, you know, things aren't always permanent and things happen temporarily, and it's good to hang on to the things while you have them before they're gonna go away, because nothing really is permanent. So that song's very melodramatic in that way, where it's like, oh, hold me down, what are you gonna do when I'm not here, because I'm not gonna be here forever.
Take us into this next one.
Oh, all right. This next one's called Swap. I grew up without having a lot of money, and when you hang around with people who grew up with a lot of money, it can be a little interesting. And so we wrote the song called Swap, which is all about that, and we think it's a bop. So, ready? Let's go. We're trading places. I don't feel well. Ask me how my day is, I'll say it's swell. I won't tell. I won't tell. I won't tell. I won't tell. I couldn't tell. Well, let's swap places, then maybe you'll know the clothes that I wear, they aren't just for show, but you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. Well, there ain't no show, but you wouldn't know. You couldn't know. Well, sometimes I just need to breathe. Well, sometimes I just need to breathe. Well, sometimes we all just need to breathe. And sometimes we all just need to. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Thank you.
Ambedo on Van Sessions. So good. Brandon, let's talk songwriting, man. When you sit down and write your songs, what's your process?
Oh, what my process is. My grandma's here right now, so I will say,
She's your inspiration, yes.
Yes, my grandmother's my inspiration. I take part in legal substances, and I hang out with my friends. We hang out, we have some beers. Honestly, man, I like writing melodies first with the guitar, and then usually I'll sit down after a long day and I'll just kind of vomit how I'm feeling on a page. So I'll write different words that kind of describe a situation, and then I'll match those with the melody of the song I wrote. So with that one, I had that going on in my head. I don't know. And I had these lyrics about being very frustrated about the situation I was in. And they kind of come across organically. They come across after about a 6 to 7 hour flurry that usually begins at 8 o'clock at night. And then I bring it to these guys. We hang out in our pack of gum sized studio. And honestly, they turn all the songs I write into really beautiful stuff. But yeah, that's usually how it happens.
Who gives you the best feedback?
Oh, Lincoln, hands down.
Oh, Lincoln.
Lincoln is one of the best songwriters I've ever met in my entire life. I will say that hands down.
The drummer for the win.
Yes.
Want to introduce the band then?
Yes, oh, happily. I love these people. So, of course, here on my right, we have Quincy on the keys.
That's it.
We got the one, we got the incredible, we got Maddie on bass. I've already mentioned him, and he's looking real cute back there. That's Lincoln on the drums. And over there, hiding in the corner, we got Willie on guitar. And I'm Brandon.
Brandon, so much fun. I love your energy. Tell us about this next song.
Oh boy, what one are we gonna do next? Oh, yeah, okay, so this one's really fun. It's kind of the first one that got us kicked off. I started this whole project by busking downtown in Salt Lake. And I was told when I first started busking, they're like, well, you have to play, 2 hours. And I was like, that's fair, that makes sense. I need to write songs so I can play 2 hours. And so I was hanging out in my room, going through my process, as we talked about. And I came up with this fun little riff that went like this. And then I was feeling all sorts of nostalgic. I wrote some sad boy lyrics to it. And we came up with Last November, which then a lot of people really enjoyed and a lot of people really loved, which made me happy. The band played it together, and it's been one of our most popular since we wrote it. So we're going to head right into that there as soon as Quincy takes us away. This one's called Last November. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flash frame, I'm in the rain, and I feel no pain when I walk with you. And hold me, know me, was it for me or somebody else? 'Cause I feel that last November, and I feel so small. Did you know just what she said? 'Cause it's in my head. Well, it's in my well, come back for me. Don't leave me waiting. I know I'm too much. A small crush, then what? I'm holding on somewhat. It's too much trouble for me. 'Cause I feel that it was last November, just like it's on TV. Did you it's in my head. Well, it's in my head. Well, I have withdrawals. Well, I have will.
Yeah. Ambedo on Van Sessions. Very,
Thank
very
you
good.
so much. You all so very, very nice. I love Ogden.
Thanks everyone for coming out. This is a great crowd here tonight, so this is very nice.
You're all exceptionally good looking. Especially him.
The compliments are
Both of
helpful.
you.
When do you play Kilby?
We play Kilby. We're doing an album release show November 5th at Kilby Court. We're playing 25th. Oh my God. We're doing November 25th at Kilby Court. We're playing with Fur Fox and Raspberry Protocol and Hawker Rome. We're headlining. It's going to be very wonderful and special. So if you like what you see, get a ticket.
That's a great lineup. Fantastic lineup. So this is celebrating a new EP, full album. What are you putting out here?
We're doing a full album,
full
actually.
album. Okay.
Yeah.
How long did it take to put that in the can?
So longer than you think, but we still are feeling rushed at the very end. We're like still getting the final master back for the final song.
Okay.
Shouts to these guys for being incredibly patient with me because I can be a little bit of a workhorse. But yeah, we have an album coming out called Polyresin. We're very excited about it. It has 10 tracks, and we're stoked.
And you can find it whenever it comes out.
Oh yeah, it'll come out on the 24th of this month. It'll be on all the things: Spotify, Apple Music. We'll hide a CD under a couple rocks, anywhere you want to find it.
Where'd you record and produce?
Oh yeah, so we are incredibly lucky to record. What's Davis's last name? So we record with the wonderful Davis Johnson in Space Invaders. He helps us track our music and everything. I think he's one of the best producers in Salt Lake, in my opinion. And then we send the tracks off to Lakewood Studios to get a final mix and master, who I think is also one of the best mastering. Nicole is wonderful. So if you're a band, you ever need anything, Davis Johnson, Space Invaders, Lakewood Studios, they're both fantastic. Yeah, and the recording process basically is like, we showed up around 6 o'clock in the afternoon, we'd leave around 12:30 at night, and that's how you get an album done.
How many days?
Are we counting me editing in my home?
No, just the singing part.
Just recording. Maybe like 4 or 5.
That's not bad. Yeah.
About 4 or 5. We're pretty
You're one take wonder?
on it. It depends. We're kind of studio people. But with this deadline coming up, we've been a little bit more on the ball. But I think if you gave us a chance, we'd probably spend... Yeah, we have golden tea in the studio, so we can play as long as we want. Yeah, in between takes, we'll just play golden tea. But I think like every day probably took us about collectively 4 days, 3-4 days.
Okay. I appreciate you coming up here to Van Sessions. Thanks so much for being here tonight. Take us out with one last song.
All right. Well, this next one is the last song off of our, the last song we're gonna play. It's a new single off the new album. It's called Every Day. It's about dealing with a busy brain and how that can be exhausting. There's this part in the song where we say every day, and if people wanted to sing it with us, it'll make it way easier. This one's on second. Huh? I did it while I was talking, but I'm gonna triple check. I love my band because they're like, do you need water? Do you need food? And have you tuned?
They're looking out for you.
I love them. They make my heart happy. All right. All right, so yeah, like we said, we're gonna go every day, and if people wanna yell that with us, it'll be way cooler. And my grandma, who's right here, will be proud of me. Exactly. All right. Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah. Every day, every day, every day, every day, and every day. Well, every day, my mind is made of toffee, and every day, so I read the news with the windows open. I'll take a walk around the corner. I'm trying my best. I take the news 3 times. you very much. You're all very nice.
That is Ambedo, everybody. Follow them on all the things. Ambedo on Van Sessions. Thanks, everyone, for being here tonight. Find out Van Sessions podcast. Yes, this is recorded as a podcast. That's why we have all these cameras out here. You can find this on YouTube once we post it, or on your favorite podcast app. Thanks to our supporters, the Monarch Building, Roosters Brewing, Ogden City Arts, and Music Booch. We'll see you on the next Van Sessions.
Thank you.